finance and legal. Today, we will be talking about the Kenya population census that is scheduled to take place on the night of 24th and 25th of August this year, and which will run up to the 31st of August this year. My name is TJ Michael, and I'm a lawyer.
My name is Joseph Mwangi, and I'm a financial consultant.
So, first of all, what is the population census? A population census is the process of enumerating, or rather counting, all people within the boundaries of a specified place within a specified time. Also, important to note is that the population census is conducted by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics. The Kenya National Bureau of Statistics is mandated by the Statistics Act 2006 and Statistics Amendment Act 2019 that was signed into law on Wednesday, the 14th of August 2019 by His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta.
So the census will take place at the specified date, and the estimated budget will be around 18.5 billion Kenyan shillings. And some of the key things they'll be looking at and what they'll be collecting mainly will be the population information. Well, now, so which particular information will this be? They'll look into the personal information such as age, sex. Also, they look into the assets which people own, the agricultural inputs which they use. They'll also look into other factors such as the disabilities, access to ICT. So it's a wide array of information which they'll be collecting at this particular day, and they're also saying it will be estimated to take around 30 minutes.
Okay. Also important to note is the uses of the data that is going to be collected. First of all, the data that is going to be collected will be able to give an accurate picture of the exact number of people living in a particular area in the country, and also be able to identify the distribution of population in different areas in each administrative level. Okay. That is from the sub-county level and the county level. Also important to note is that this data will also be able to bring about the access to different basic services, or rather a certain area and the services that they're receiving at that area, and if that population vis-a-vis the basic amenities that are contained there is sufficient to sustain them. So is there sustainable resources in that area? Most importantly, it will be able to help in the resource allocation. This data, if we're able to capture the people at a certain place and the services and that are there and the amenities that are present in that area at a specific time, then it is able to know what resources do we need to allocate in a certain area, looking at the population in that area. So we look at a place which has a high population, then we need more resource allocation than another place that has a low population. Also, it is important to note that this data is used to help in the delineation of boundaries. Or rather, we're able to this will be able to see, is there a county, or rather a sub-county, or ward, or a constituency that has a high number of people, and yet the representation in terms of leadership is low. Or rather, there could be a place where the population is low, and yet there are too many leaders in that area. So it will be able to collect information which will help in the alienation of borders.
Okay. They'll also be looking at the Kenyans living in diaspora. So information about these people, there's no way practically the people conducting the survey can travel to these particular countries and collect this information. So the people living in diaspora, the information will be collected through their families here locally. So once they come to your house, they'll also be able to collect information about your relatives who are living abroad.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about visitors.
Yeah, and also visitors, there's it's actually commonly referred to as the de facto census, such that the people in your house will be the information will be collected irrespective if they dwell there permanently. So if you have visitors in your house, the information will be collected there.
So they'll be enumerated together with your household.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Another important thing that I think is important to know about the population census that is upcoming is if the information that you're going to be giving to these enumerators will it be confidential? Will it be used for the rightful purposes?
Yes.
Yes. So the Statistics Act 2006 provides that all the census officials, from the enumerators and all the other officials that are going to be involved, are going to swear the what is called oath of secretary. So in that oath, they are going to that oath prevents them, or rather makes it illegal for them to disseminate any information that they receive in the process of the census to any unauthorized person. Yes.
Okay. And also the information will be transmitted, will it be online? Because I heard it's being collected using devices.
Yes,
right?
they are using tablets.
Yes.
Every enumerator has a tablet. So basically the act stipulates ways in which that information is supposed to be collected, gathered, and also to prevent manipulation, because if you're keying in a device, then it's very hard to manipulate that data because it is being captured real time. Yes.
Okay. So another element to consider will be the security. So the proposed security measures will be using locals within the particular area to conduct the census, and also factoring in issues such as the use of elders where applicable, the community elders, and also other security personnel, and also the branding of the people participating in this program. So they'll be having, for example, maybe the reflectors and a badge to represent them.
Okay.
Yeah, and with the details, with the information. Yes.
I think that's a very important aspect, because then the census is being conducted at night.
Yes, true.
So Kenyans would want to know, how are we secure?
Yes. Yeah.
Another important thing I think we need to note is, in case I do not want to be counted, what can I do? So basically, it is a must for you to be counted. Being counted is not how do we say?
An option.
It is not an option. It is mandatory.
Yeah.
So under the Statistics Act 2006 and there is the Statistics Amendment Act 2019 that I've just talked about. It is a must to be counted. Every Kenyan living within the boundaries of Kenya has to be counted.
Yeah.
It is a must. So if you do not want to be counted, actually it is an offense that attracts up to 1 million fine. Yes. However, it is important to just clarify something. Being counted is a must.
Yes.
But what about the information that you're supposed to disclose?
Yeah.
Is it a must? No, it is not. If you're not comfortable answering some questions, you cannot be forced to answer such questions. Because they say if you give the information voluntarily, then high chances are that you're going to give information that is accurate. Vis-a-vis when you're actually forced to give information. Yes.
Okay. And once the process is over, once the collection of the data is over, so we expect now the reports to be coming out. So they're proposing within the first 3 months, they'll have the preliminary reports, which will be followed, after now 6 months from the census, they'll have now the basic report, and then finally they'll have the analytic report, which will be after 1 year from the date which the information is collected. So this is also to improve now the relevance. Now the analytic report will now be able to encompass a variety of factors and analysis from it.
So the preliminary report is just, who is here?
Yeah, just the basic. It's really just the general overview of the information which they have collected.
All right, thank you very much. I think also something else that we need to know is that, what if someone has not been counted? What if you feel like you're not reached? First of all, it's important to note that all the enumerators, after they count an household, they will write a number on the door, indicating that we have counted these people here, and it is advisable that you don't wrap that number until the 31st of August, when the whole process will be complete. After 31st of August, if you've not been enumerated, then you can go to the local administrative offices, that is the chief or the sub-chief, and tell them you've not been enumerated. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I think that will be all for now. Thank you, and see you soon.
Thank you very much. See you soon.